Long, long ago, in the bright, enchanted world of Oz, there lived a kind and gentle lady named Glinda, known to everyone as Glinda the Good. One day, while celebrating the end of a dark chapter, the passing of the Wicked Witch of the West, a little child asked Glinda, "Why does wickedness ever happen?" And so, with a soft smile, Glinda began to tell a tale from many years past. There was once a little girl named Elphaba, born with a most unusual gift. Her skin was a vivid emerald green, and her magical powers were wild and hard to control. Because she was different, people whispered and turned away, and her life was filled with both wonder and loneliness. Elphaba was born into a world that wasn't always kind, a world where sometimes even those with magic had a hard time fitting in. When Elphaba was just a young girl, she went to a magical school called Shiz University, where she was there to say goodbye to her dear, wheelchair-bound little sister, Nessarose. At Shiz, she met many curious people, including a cheerful young girl named Galinda, who later became known as Glinda. The two did not get along at first. They clashed and argued, for sometimes the most unlikely friends start off with differences. As days passed, Elphaba discovered that she had incredible powers. One night, following a gentle, wise goat professor named Dr. Dillamond, who cared deeply about all the animals in Oz, Elphaba learned that the animals were being treated unfairly. They were losing their voices and their rights. This made her heart ache, and she promised herself that one day she would stand up for those who had no one else to speak for. While at school, a charming young man named Fiero appeared, and though he brought smiles and laughter to many, Elphaba's heart felt a little lonely because Fiero seemed drawn to Galinda's bright, bubbly spirit. Still, deep inside, Elphaba knew that her own journey was important, and that one day, her true self would shine through. Time flew on, and one day, a mysterious invitation arrived for Elphaba, a chance to meet the great wizard who ruled the land. With Galinda, now fondly called Glinda, by her side, she rode a magical train to the glittering Emerald City. There, they marveled at the wonders of Oz, and for a while, hope sparkled in Elphaba's eyes. But as the days went by, Elphaba began to see that not everything was as it seemed. The wizard, along with a clever woman named Madame Morrible, was not the kind helper she had imagined. Instead, they used their powers in secret ways that hurt those who were already hurting, especially the gentle animals who had given their trust. With a brave heart, Elphaba decided she could not let such unfairness continue. In a moment of heartbreak and resolve, she chose to stand up against the very powers she had once hoped to embrace. Glinda, ever so kind, tried to persuade her dear friend to make peace with the wizard and Madame Morrible. But Elphaba knew that sometimes, to protect what is right, one must walk a lonely path. With tears in her eyes and a heavy heart, she bid farewell to Glinda and soared away on a broom, her spirit lifted by the winds of change. This was the day the people of Oz began to whisper about the Wicked Witch of the West. And so, my little one, even though the tale may seem a little sad, remember this. Sometimes, being different means carrying a burden that few understand. But it also means having the courage to stand up for what is right, even when the world around you does not. Glinda, who grew up alongside Elphaba, carried with her the memory of their friendship, and through her gentle words and kind deeds, she reminded us all that goodness can shine even in the darkest times. As the fire crackles and the night grows quiet, let this story be a reminder that every heart, no matter how unique or misunderstood, has a light that can change the world. And that, my dear, is the magic of Oz, a magic found in every kind act, every brave choice, and every loving heart. Good night, and may you always find wonder in the world around you.